you ever had that hankering? You know what I mean, that hankering. That need for something late at night when you can't sleep. That hankering for something delicious. Something that you just don't think you can get when you're living a low-carb lifestyle. I'm the Chief, and tonight on Low Carb Life Hacks, I'm going to show you how to tame that sweet tooth. We're going to be making cream cheese delight. I'm talking about cream cheese delight. Guaranteed to be low carb, healthy, satisfying, and delicious. We will be using cream cheese, Splenda, Hershey's Cocoa, 100% unsweetened powder, and vanilla extract. We're going to mix the ingredients together. We're going to put it in the freezer to let it cool. Start with the cream cheese. Cream cheese is a great low carb option because it has 0 carbs and still a sweet little texture to it. So get yourself a standard size bowl. You're going to want to take the whole brick, put it into the bowl. You might want to microwave the cream cheese a little. Make sure that it's nice and soft by the time you put it in the bowl. You should probably microwave this. Should be standing so close. So we just stuck it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and it's now a texture that is very soft, really light. There's very few clumps or lumps in there. Splenda. Splenda is a dieter's best friend. It has 0 calories. I don't think it'll kill me, neither does the FDA so far. You always gotta make sure you put in more Splenda than you think. It's lighter and more loosely packed than regular sugar is. Just kind of eyeball it, depending on how sweet you want it. A good thing about something like Splenda is you can always put more in. Give it a good mix. You wanna make sure that sweetness is smooth and well distributed. Once it's fully mixed, now this is where it gets optional. You might want to go with lime juice or lemon juice. You might want to just go with a plain cream cheese, like cheesecake, or you can go with chocolate. Chocolate's a hard food to get on the Atkins diet because rarely does it have no carbs. The best thing to use is Hershey's, who makes the best chocolate. Natural, unsweetened, in your local baking aisle that has no carbs, no sugar, and all that chocolatey taste. You're going to eyeball it. Normally I like to believe that you put just about as much cocoa as you would Splenda. Mix it up. Try not to make a mess. Get it all going. If there's extra cocoa around the edges, don't worry. It's not going to harm anything. It should have a light brown coloring. And look at that. Our vanilla looking pudding has gone to chocolate. I can use more Splenda. Just a little. This is why I was conservative to start, is because I can always put more in. Can't take it out. So I'm just going to keep mixing. Now my personal favorite little ingredient that goes into this is a little bit of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract has 0 carb. Gives a lot of flavor. So we're just going to do a dash of vanilla. Not a lot. Make sure you only use a very little bit of it. You're going to keep mixing it in. The good thing about all these ingredients is if you go conservatively, like I told you to, you're going to be able to put more in if needed. If you broke the rules and put too much in, the store always has more cream cheese. But this should be a lesson to you if that's the case. Now this dessert, though edible right now, this whole process would take 5 minutes, doesn't taste nearly as good as if it's served chilled with about 15 minutes in the freezer. Yeah, man. Now we just wait. You know? Now we just wait for it to be ready. You know, man, if you started this diet with me, you could, like, improve your body, too. I'm really happy you talked me into doing this because when I started eating low carb, I had to make sure that, like, I had something to, you know, get me through my last year of law school. You can't eat cookies, you can't eat cake, you can't eat brownies, you can't eat macaroons, you can't eat chocolate chip cookies, you can't eat cheesecake, you can't eat key lime pie, you can't eat any pies. Putting like 2 cups of pure white sugar in our bodies every day and we're thinking that's going to be okay for us. We're thinking our bodies really need that much sugar just because we're hiding it in things where we can't taste it. Like, I know one night before I started this, I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and I got up, walked out of my room, and ate a Snickers bar. And for no reason other than I wanted a Snickers bar. I think I'm addicted to sugar. I think I was addicted to sugar, and I think I'm finally getting clean. Sugar might need to be regulated. Like, sugar is interstate commerce. Barack could fix this, man. He could fix this tomorrow. You know Michelle is down. You know she'd be behind this. And you know he needs that win. He needs to have her on his team, man. It can't be easy, because everyone wants to give me sugar, because it's addictive. It's over. I'm going to get a job. We're going to be good. I think I know that they know that sugar is this addictive. I think they all know that. And I think it's just not regulated yet. I think it's not regulated yet because... You know what I need right now? Give me 1 minute. All right, I'm good. Let's roll. It's time. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. Now, to make sure it's the right consistency, there's a couple things you can do. 1, if the bowl feels cold, that's a good sign. 2, if you shake it and it doesn't fall out at all, that's a good sign. 3, if you touch it and it's hard to the touch, if it's got some tension, that's a good sign. The best part is whipped cream. Whipped cream is 0 carb and very sweet. So it will make your cream cheese delight a little more delightful. I'm going to enjoy some cream cheese delight, sit back, and watch a little TV. Here's to us making it till tomorrow.
In 2003, the U.S. government announced that the Human Genome Project had identified all of the nearly 25,000 genes in the human body.
Unsere Evolution stattgefunden hat. Die DNA is almost deciphered.
Some people suggest that decoding our DNA entirely will unlock startling information about our origins.
There's information in our DNA about whether human evolution was manipulated or not.
The HAR1 gene plays a critical role in the advanced development of the human brain. Alien beings who they believe came from the skies. If it is true that aliens resemble humans in their physical characteristics, could we even be related?
And through a targeted mutation of our genes, we quote-unquote became human. The place to put that message will not be arms.